Ever wondered what you can use a 3D printer for storage in your workshop? Well, let me show you. Now, I've created some French cleat storage for my parallel clamps, but frankly, I've run out of room. And I even have overflow on my floor, so I thought I'd give this thing a try. If we look at this wall-mounted parallel clamp holder, one of the first things you'll notice is it's expandable. It's that dovetail design that allows you to link these up together so that you can have a complete row of clamps. And you'll also notice right next to those dovetails, there's 4 countersunk mounting holes to easily attach to your wall. So with just a couple of screws, you can get these things mounted to your walls, getting 3 parallel clamps stored away. And that's an item I know I'm going to continue to print out. For our next 3D storage solution, I thought I'd take a trip over to the router table. Router bit storage can always be an issue, especially after you begin to accumulate them over the years. Properly storing those router bits is what this next 3D printed item is perfect for. This 1/4-inch shank router bit holder holds up to 21 router bits. And the spacing of the holes on this system are just about perfect. You could even place some of your larger bits right next to each other. And any system that will store those potentially misplaced or damaged router bits away is a winner in my book. Now for the next 2 items, I only assigned a $5 value to each item, as you just can't do this without a 3D printer. So let's dive into our first item, which takes care of 2 of my favorite tools in my shop, and that's the DFM Carpenter Square and the DFM Mini Square. Now if you have these 2 tools, you know as good as me, you can oftentimes lose the pins that come with these items. And that's precisely why I made this next storage item. This unique device is the perfect storage solution for both of these squares. Simply slide the Mini Square and the Carpenter Square into the slot. Not only does this thing have storage for both of those squares, but there's also a little slot on the side where you can place those pins. And this is the perfect setup to slide right into one of your drawers so that you know where all these pieces are all the time. The final storage solution that I made shows my progression from my previous 3D printer to this FlashForge 85X. And this will be our first example of using multiple color filaments on one piece with this new 3D printer. A couple of years back, with my 1 filament old 3D printer, I built a setup block holder for all my setup blocks. And I still use this today, but this FlashForge takes it to an entirely different level. Instead of being a blank case for those setup blocks, this FlashForge setup blocks has all the measurements listed right on the side, allowing you to quickly and easily pick out what you need, which is especially important for the smaller blocks which have no markings on them. And that makes this unit just a great way to store all your setup blocks.